Today we have another video about turning points. For those of you that have a life-changing decision to make, perhaps, or feel like you're on the threshold of a lot of change. So if this speaks to you, then the cards are going to be reflecting the energies for you and the messages for you today. Can feel some people get caught in analysis paralysis and not sure which direction to take. Some people just don't trust themselves to make the relationship. And I said relationship. Some people, especially in relationships, don't trust themselves necessarily to make the right decision, perhaps because of previous patterns. So here we go. Yeah, we see it here. So let's have a look at the cards. We have, first of all, the Six of Pentacles. And this is a very important card if you're facing a decision, because actually it takes away the necessity to focus on the decision, because it's saying that the universe or God or source, whatever you want to call that, will only give you what you are open to receiving. This is a card about self-worth. It's a card about accepting that there is flow to things, and things shift and change, and things will come in for you when you are ready and open to the worthiness of receiving them. So a very important card to get us started. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, young energy saying, yes, 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 but what is it I really want? If I'm going to be creating something in my life, if I'm going to shift in a new direction, let's have a bit of vision here about what that could involve. The Page of Pentacles is grounded, it's earth energy. So it's very much saying, let's make this tangible. Let's not just have sort of floaty ideas. Let's actually get really physical in my mind's eye about what resources I'm going to need. Where am I going to go? What's this going to look like in the physical realm if I make this decision, whichever path I choose? So the Page of Pentacles energy is young. It's got a lot of ideas, and it's very exuberant, and it's not afraid of failure. I think many people get stuck on this threshold of change, worrying whether or not they're going to make the right decision. Page of Pentacles says, if I fail, I get up and I go again. It's part of life, and I've got the energy to do so if I need it. I know what I want to go towards, but I'm not worried about getting knocked down a few times along the way. I'm just going to get up and I'll carry on. I haven't fully mastered that, haven't fully mastered it yet. That's okay. So that's our Page energy here. And yes, we have, perhaps some of you, very anxious. The Nine of Swords energy, very much in your head about this. So this card is saying, it's speaking to your mind, and it's saying, if you are overwhelmed, if anxiety just keeps creeping in and flooding your thoughts, it's time perhaps to recognize that it needs to come to an end. And the Nine is suggestive as an ending, the end of a phase. So stop just being in your head, stop allowing your thoughts to get in the way. Perhaps it's time to take some action, or possibly with this card, it's saying, let's put some structure to your thoughts. And I speak a lot about the work of Neville Goddard on this platform, and I know that I use him a lot in my ideas and how I see the cards. And for me, it evokes a very Neville Goddard type idea of, let's imagine that you see your life as, I've heard it described by someone as an art gallery. So there's all these pictures on the wall that represent the people in your life, the situations, the work that you do, how you present yourself. Each of them is like an image. And if it's reflecting back things that cause anxiety in you, if these images that keep coming in for you, if these people that come in, if the situations that pop up, if they're invoking anxiety, Neville Goddard would say, you're looking in the wrong art gallery. Look in the room next door. Look at a different set of images. Look at a different exhibition, and let that exhibition be an exhibition of your wishes fulfilled. So that instead of allowing your attention to be diverted and dispersed into anxiety, instead you collect your thoughts and you hold the vision of the wish fulfilled. whatever that is for you, one that finds inner peace, perhaps, one that feels more like self-love and self-worth, or whatever that final outcome for you may be. And there may be a few. Imagine those are images, imagine those are people on the wall just reflecting back to you. So this card then saying, structure your thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to spiral. Let's start to collect them and take our view from one of chaos and anxiety to one that actually feels freer, that liberates us from this heavy darkness. And we can see here, like a Jacob's ladder, a ladder where we can climb out of this negativity into a whole new way of thinking. If you're enjoying the cards, I do ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really does make a difference. And a great big shout out to those of you who've already done so. I really do appreciate you. And do feel free to put comments in the community chat below. I do respond to them all, and I do really welcome them. I would love to open this up to have more of a community feel, and not just me talking at you, but responding and talking with you. So do feel free to comment below. And so now, if you're willing and able, I ask that you close your eyes. I'm going to take you into a short meditation with the cards. I'm going to ask you, with your eyes closed, to think about your self-worth. Do you know that you are opening up to receiving more in your life? Do you know that self-worth is an issue for you, and where can you sit with that? These cards, I believe, take you on a journey, an alchemical journey of personal transformation, where you sit with that self-worth. Sit with those things that arise, that come up for you, that tell you you're not good enough, that you never win, that things, they get good and then they get taken away. Sit with that. This card is saying, why is that surfacing? You don't have to go there. You can just observe the fact you are feeling this way and bring it into the light. It's part of the journey of letting go. It's part of the journey of observing what's going on for you. And it's a little bit like the art gallery example I was telling you about. When you can start to observe when things make you feel this way, when you start to lack that self-worth, it's time to observe it and quietly allow it to be let go of, and then turn your attention to something where you feel fully worthy. It's time to build yourself up and recognize that there is divinity within you. There is divinity within each and every one of us. In each and every one of us, we are all connected. And if we are all divine, then we are divine and able to receive anything at all. It's time to step into your power, step into your worthiness, and open yourself up to receiving more. Page of Pentacles is saying, a blank canvas. We have a new page today. Where can you start to imagine life differently? Where can you start to see that whatever choice you take, it doesn't matter. What matters is that whatever happens, you just continue the journey. It will get you there in the end. If you know what your end result looks like, hold on to that thought. And whatever decision you make, don't feel the weight of it. Just know that sometimes in life, failure comes. And let's learn to fail better. Let's learn to fail more easily. Our page isn't afraid of failure. He's young, he's enthusiastic. He'll pick himself up and he'll go again. And it's time for you to embody some of that page energy as you go through this time in your life. And with our 9 of Swords, suggesting a level of anxiety, suggesting a level of mental overload and overwhelm. Can you feel into that? And can you start to think about where you can allow that anxiety? It's not about stuffing it away somewhere, but perhaps you can start to structure it. Give yourself a thought that you can hold on to. Perhaps we think about this art gallery. What would some future feeling be like? What does it look like if you were to feel less anxious. Let's turn that from a negative to a positive. What if you were to feel peace or gratitude or grace or stillness? Put some time into your breath for a moment. Okay, as you start to feel this, if you're anxious right now, follow that breath and just hold that thought and allow it in time to move towards this new exhibition in your art gallery. New pictures on the walls that feel better when you turn your attention to them, and allow this to be that ladder, this way of climbing out of what you're currently experiencing. From the darkness, from the heaviness, allow more lightness to come in. And in your own time, you can come back to the room and open your eyes. And so the cards today, if you're at a major turning point, if you feel like you have a big decision to make, are saying, whatever you choose, things are only going to come in for you when you are being that. If you need more money in your life, you need to be abundant. You need to feel it with every aspect of your body. You need to walk the talk. And if you've got subconscious beliefs, if you've got things and patterns that keep popping up, deal with them, sit with them until they dissipate and you take the energy out of them and free yourself up to feeling abundant. If you're concerned about another relationship, repeating patterns that don't serve you, you need to be that woman or that man who is not affected by this outside relationship, these outside worlds. You are unshakable. Become loving, become full of gratitude, become powerful, magnetic, charismatic. Be that which you wish to become. And that is when you will receive everything in balance, this card is saying. Page of Pentacles, don't be afraid to fail. Just know that you have the energy to pick yourself up and carry on and hold the state of the wish fulfilled. Spend some time dreaming about some tangible result that you'd love to see in your life. Hang that picture in your art gallery as part of your exhibition, the one of the wishes fulfilled. And use this art gallery, use this structured approach. Put things in your mind where you can actually recognize, where you can shift from anxiety and overwhelm. Catch yourself. Breathe. Shed some awareness on them. Don't try and bury them. Allow them through. And then gently, gently move your gaze. Move your gaze to the wish fulfilled, the feeling of peace, the feeling of love or grace or completion, whatever that is for you. Put a smile on your face. Have a wonderful day.